Hey guys, Sherry Clark, registered dietitian here, and in today's video we are going to talk about why telling yourself that I'll start my diet Monday never works. Stay tuned. Okay, so here is the scenario. It's the end of the work week, it's Friday evening, you're at home and you're enjoying a movie with family. Then all of a sudden you hear your daughter, she's in the kitchen, you hear some pots and pans banging around, and a few moments later, is she baking chocolate chip cookies? So now you're trying to pay attention to the movie, but you've got thoughts of swirling chocolate chip cookies, the ooey gooey, hot, fresh out of the oven where you tear them apart and it oozes chocolate. And then you envision that with a tall, ice cold glass of milk and how great this would taste. And then before you know it, in comes your daughter with the cookies on a plate and says, "Want some cookies?" If you're like most of my clients, this scenario sends you into a tailspin. On one hand, you've got this voice that says, "Don't eat that, don't eat that. You don't need to eat that." And on the other hand, you've got this voice that says, "Oh my gosh, eat that. Look how good that looks. Smell it. Gosh, what's wrong with you?" And you're in turmoil. So if this is a similar scenario to what you go through, keep listening. So in this scenario, we tell ourselves, "I'll start my diet Monday," and we go ahead and indulge in the cookies and the milk. I call this self-sabotage. It simply means it's what we tell ourselves in the moment to justify our behavior, and it's a behavior that we think we should not be engaging in, or we think that it's not good for us. But we go ahead and make an excuse in the moment to go ahead and act. Sound familiar? Well, to understand why we self-sabotage, you've got to understand a little bit more about human behavior. The prefrontal cortex is part of the brain that is responsible for impulse control and self-regulation. And what's bad is that the prefrontal cortex, it lives for the moment. I mean, it invented the YOLO life philosophy. It doesn't think about the future. So it makes it really hard in the moment to make those kind of decisions. Another reason that it's really hard is because certain foods will give us a dopamine kind of rush. So you've heard about dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter. Some people say it's the feel-good chemical. And if I eat the chocolate chip cookies and dopamine is released, then the next time I'm offered hot, warm chocolate chip cookies, my brain remembers that and it urges me even more. Eat the cookies, eat the cookies. We really liked that last time you did that. So you can see the brain kind of works against you when you are trying to deal with in the moment impulse control. So what that usually results in is knowing deep down what I should do, but on the other hand, here's what I want to do. So I'm going to self-sabotage and make it okay in the moment by telling myself things like, "I'll start my diet Monday," or, "Well, I did exercise today, so it's not going to hurt that much," or, "Well, I only eat 1 or 2 when I really want to eat 6. So we rationalize our behavior. So what is the key to changing this behavior, right? That's what you want to know. So the key to changing self-sabotage is, first of all, to recognize it. And second of all, to ask yourself, is this even true? So in this case, it may or may not be true. I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Sometimes you know good and well that's not going to be the case. Other times you may have every intention of starting your diet on Monday. So you first ask yourself, is that statement even a true statement? And then if it is a true statement, yes, I'm going to start my diet on Monday, then you're going to reframe that thought, and then you're going to change your action, and then practice, practice, practice. I'll give you the one example. So let's say the woman with the chocolate chip cookies, Friday night, daughter brings them in. She really is going to start her diet on Monday. And I say diet, I hate that word, but for the purposes of this video, you guys get it. I'm going to start my diet on Monday. So Is that a true statement? Yes, that is a true statement. But she can reframe that by saying, you know, even though I'm going to wait until Monday to start tracking my calories, I know that eating chocolate chip cookies at 10 p.m. when I'm not even hungry is not going to get me closer to my goal. And I'd rather start Monday morning at 189 pounds versus 201 pounds, whatever the case may be. You're not going to gain 11 pounds over chocolate chip cookies, but you get the gist. So that is kind of an example. That is an example of reframing a thought. And if you want to know more about how to reframe these self-sabotaging thoughts, if they're common in your life, I'm going to do another video on that. So just go to my YouTube channel, search for self-sabotaging thoughts, and enjoy the video. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.